screen.
Yeah.
Okay, can y'all see my screen, my PowerPoint? Hope so. Yes, okay, yay. Sounds good. Well, I just wanted to say hello, and I'm so excited to talk to y'all today. I'm a little nervous. I have some notes, so if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my notes, but I'm just so thankful and blessed that Keri asked me to speak on this team. I just wanted to say thank you all for all your support and being the best team ever. So I wanted to share a little bit first about my story and
yes, don't do whatever you're gonna do.
And if you could mute your lines, that would be awesome. Thank you. So my name is Keri Hughes. I am a wife and mom to Austin as my hubby, and Lily and Max are my kids. I'm a stay-at-home mom with them, and it's just been such a blessing. We live in San Antonio, and a little bit about my weight loss journey and my just a little bit about that. I have struggled with insecurities and body image for a long time, and all throughout high school I always thought I had to be on a diet, and I saw my mom trying all the fad diets, so I jumped on board and just constantly tried all the diets. In college I wanted the quick fixes, I wanted the pills and the quick cleanses, and I tried to wrap it off and I just tried everything. And so when I got pregnant with my first child, I just kind of took the mindset of oh, I don't have to be on a diet anymore, and I just kind of used it as an excuse to eat what I wanted, and I didn't try to lose the weight between pregnancies because I just kind of had that same mindset, well, I'm just going to gain weight again, I'm not going to try to lose it and then gain it. So when I got pregnant with Max, it was a little bit harder. I had gestational diabetes, and I was just already overweight, so it was just a big struggle on my body. I'm 5 foot nothing, and so all that extra weight was just really bad on myself. And I knew that as soon as I born Max, I was ready to lose the weight. I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm tired of feeling blah, tired of being overweight. So I started the Tone It Up workouts at home, and just kind of started sharing my journey. I was doing like a little blog and kind of sharing what I was doing anyways, and so that's kind of how I got associated with Beachbody, and I decided to try the 21-day fix and just immediately felt better. I started losing weight, and so I became a coach because I wanted to share all that energy that I found, and just I was like, man, everyone needs to know like that just by cleaning up their diet they can feel so much better. So I became a coach, and I originally signed up because I just wanted to help people, and then I kind of started seeing the financial benefits of this of the business, and decided to go all in. And seeing the girls go to Cabo on the Diamond Retreat, that was where I really was like, oh, I want to be there. So that's kind of what like really got me excited, and I set my goal, and I made the Diamond Retreat for this year, which was so much fun. So even though I was an all-in coach, so even though I was an all-in coach, I still had so many struggles and times where I just felt stuck. I didn't really know what to do to make my business grow. I still showed up in like my groups and online and with my workouts, but I kind of just was barely standing by. Like I knew I had to hit success, but I might have waited till the very last day of the month to hit it. So it was just kind of doing only what I needed to get by. So recently, something's changed in me, and I've just got this little spark in me, and my mindset has changed. And so I just want to talk to y'all today about what's changed, why my mindset is a little bit stronger, and just hopefully share some tips that y'all can implement too. Might be some stuff y'all have heard before, but it's just sometimes hearing it from someone else can kind of make it click, and I think that's kind of what happened to me. So fire in my belly. This is just how my mindset started switching, is that I started listening to all kinds of personal development, and it was either Chris Downing or audiobooks I was reading or books I was reading, and just I kept seeing the same pattern of people talking about how your fears and your insecurities are not real, or your limiting beliefs are not real. They're just things that we've made up in our minds, or things that other people have projected onto us. And Chris Downing said that you can't say hi to fear walking down the street. Like, you don't be like, oh, hello, fear, there you are. Like, fear is the false evidence appearing real. And so just kept hearing little things like that, and I just, like, something sparked in me. I was like, wow, I don't have to be nervous. I don't have to be insecure. Like, I don't have to own that as my truth. And so it just, something just kept, and you hear that you have to hear something like 5 or so times for it to, like, click. And I guess that's kind of what happened to me. And Tony Robbins says, stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start being excited for what could go right. And that was just like, I didn't have to be scared about if I was going to send an invite, or, instead I would use my, start thinking about what would happen if I started growing my team, or, started my income getting bigger. So that is kind of what clicked. And, I no longer had fears like I couldn't reach Success Club 10. Like before, like I said, I just thought I could barely reach 5. Well, then I got the idea, no, I don't have to just settle for that. I could hit 30, and that's my current goal right now. And as soon as I kind of switched my mindset, I hit SC 20. So it just kind of ignited that fire even more. And let's see, go into invites. So I wanted to talk a little bit about invites, because we can sometimes let them hold us back, or we might think that they're icky, or that people are going to perceive them in the wrong way. And let's see. So I wanted to talk about, if we don't invite someone or invite that person that we want to, someone else is going to. And that just kind of like hit me. Like, if I don't send this invite to someone, that another company out there might send an invite, or another coach, and that's an opportunity that we're missing. And also, just so many lives are being changed by these groups and what we have to offer. And it just is so important for us to know, like, our heart, and know that when we send an invite, we're not trying to get a sell. We're just trying to share what has changed our lives. I know if I would have never joined these programs or this business, like, I would not be here today. And so just know your heart whenever you're sending an invite. And most people don't even know about this opportunity. I didn't know that this could be a business, or that it would change my life. So just think about that whenever you're sending an invite. And, how people receive you is a reflection of their own fears and insecurities. So most of the time, whenever you send an invite, they might say no, they might ignore you, they might roll their eyes at you, but they immediately start watching you. So that's why you need to be consistent, because they'll start looking at your page, they'll see your transformations, they'll hear your story, and they'll hear and see more of your heart. So, when we post our call to actions or post our Sunday night posts, we usually tell a little bit more about our story. And that's kind of when they'll start watching us and know that we were skeptical at first, and know that, we didn't want to try a shake, at first. And they'll start seeing, like, oh, she came off all her medicines, like, she's not depressed anymore, and they'll start relating. So that's another reason why getting a no isn't that big of a deal, is because people start watching you. It plants that seed. And you can ask 100 coaches about how they've gotten a no or a not right now, and they'll all tell you that it turned into a yes eventually. So just wanted to quickly just tell you what to do if you get no response, or get a not right now, or someone ignores you. Just continue to love on their posts, continue to comment, check back with them in a few weeks, because like I said, we're building relationships, and it's not just about getting that invite. So graciously accept that they say no, and just let them know that you'll be running these groups, that you'll be here, and you can ask them if they want you to check back in with them, and just let them know that your passion is to help them, or if anyone they know needs help, just let them know that you'll be here. So then I want to talk a little bit about personal development. And this is something that you've heard a million times. And until you start doing it and really letting it sink in, you probably just will let it bypass you like it did me for a long time. I just didn't do my personal development and just, might have listened to a wake-up call here and there. But when I truly started digging in, it just transformed my life. And that's why my mindset has switched. And that's why I'm more confident. And so I just want to encourage you to read something that clicks with you. You may have heard of a book from a top leader, but maybe it just doesn't resonate with you, or maybe you can't get into it. Well, put it down and find something else, because I had to do that a couple times. Like, I tried to read something and it just didn't click with me. I put it down, and then a year later came to it, and it's like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. The best book I've ever read. I am a badass. So just put it down, find something else, and find the time. There are so many blocks of time that we don't account for. We're like, oh, we can't read, or, with today's technology, you can do podcasts, you can do the Audible, you can watch YouTube personal developments. There's really just so many resources out there for you. So if you are doing the dishes or folding laundry, or maybe driving to work or cooking dinner, put on some personal development and just start there. It'll just be so helpful. And once you start reading personal development, like I said, you will constantly hear successful people say the same things over and over. It might be in a different way, but once you hear so many different leaders say the same thing, it's just like, wow, I need to do that. You really start believing that you need to do what they're saying, because they're all successful and they are giving you the keys. They are telling you exactly what to do. So just don't be afraid to start taking the action. And that's another thing. I would read a book and then they'd say write down something or take this action step. And I wouldn't do that. I'd just keep going and on to the next. But really I started slowing down and doing what they say. So that's another little tip. I want to talk about mastering your mindset. So how to switch your mindset when you know what you need to do, but you don't feel like it. I know in this business, there's some things that we just don't feel like doing, but we know we need to. So I just wanted to give you a couple ways. One is to create a vision board for yourself. And this is just something that you can look at every day. I have one on my wall, and it totally goes with my decor in my house. But, I look at it every day. I see things that I want to accomplish in this business. I see my goals outside of this business. I have my dream house on there, just so many things. Your mind loves pictures. And so when you're not feeling like doing your invites, or you don't feel like doing something, I want you to go look at your vision board, look at pictures of your kids or whatever's on there that you want to accomplish, and just look at them and know that nothing is too big, and that just be grateful that you have this business and this opportunity, and you will reach your visions and your goals. And then another thing is daily affirmations. And these seem so simple, yet they're hard to remember to do, because you kind of feel silly sometimes saying out loud little things. But I started doing them, and they've just really helped me. And you may not believe the things that you're saying at first, but write down some stuff that you just want to work on, or maybe you struggle with confidence. Just tell yourself, I am confident every day. And just write down a list, say them out loud each morning, because your words are really powerful. And that will help you too. And positive thinking, this is just kind of the same thing. Just what you think about will show your energy levels and what you're thinking, how you're feeling. It will all show in your posts and when you're talking and when you're out and about. So just try to stay positive. And when you're doing a post, make sure you're in, if you're typing up a call to action post, just make sure you're in the positive mindset, because other people are going to be able to read your energy and just see how you're feeling. So gratitude, this is something that I didn't do for the longest time, but again, I hear so many successful people say, write down your gratitude every morning, or write 5 things down what you're thankful for. And It's because what you appreciate will appreciate. So just so important to take 5 minutes or less just to write down things that you're grateful for every day. Let's see. All right, these are just some little tips and tricks that I want to share with you. They're kind of random, but they're just things that I have found that have been successful for me. So one thing is when you are, when one of your posts is getting a lot of attraction, keep it up for a while before making another post, if that makes sense. So if you put a call to action and the next morning people are still commenting on it, and maybe you're responding, just keep it up for a while before trying to throw another post up there, because the way Facebook works, the algorithms get all crazy and people may not see that post. So that's just a little tip that I found when I have a post that just keeps getting traction. Just I don't post anything else until it kind of slows down. Second tip, my groups and sharing value. This is something that has changed my business. What I started doing is joining some different groups, like maybe mom groups or maybe local groups, and you'll have to read the rules of each group on Facebook. They're all different, but if they allow you to post something, I've been posting like free recipes, and this has just gotten me lots of good traction. I'll just say, hey moms, I just made a document of all my favorite low carb meals. Let me know if you want a copy. And I put all the meals that I've shared on Facebook, I just copied and pasted them into a Google Doc. And it's just awesome. I have them all in one place, and I've kind of wrote a little blurb in there, and then if they request it, I will send them a friend request, and then I'll send them the document. And they might, comment back and forth. We may talk a little bit, or they might just start following my journey and, knowing that I'm posting all kinds of value, free tips and stuff in those free groups, they might join one of those. So it's just so important to offer free value. So if you are in some groups and you're just kind of like not knowing what to do or how to get it out there, I would just put like a freemium together, put something that you can share. Another thing is tag a friend. I just recently started doing this, and it has been so awesome. So just recently I am hosting a free group, Jessica, and I just wrote in my blurb, like, tag a friend that wants to join you. And I had people sharing that post. I had people saying, hey, so-and-so, do this with me. And that's just another way to meet another referral, meet another customer, have them join a free group, and then go from there. So don't be afraid to say, tag a couple friends to join you. Just that little line, it makes people think, oh yeah, I should tag a friend. But if you don't put that, I've never had anyone tag a random friend, hardly, just if I didn't say that. So that's just another little tip. And then write down what your business day looks like. So if you're struggling with like, what do I do for my business? Or if you're working a 9 to 5, and you don't know when you want your Beachbody hours to be, sit down and kind of make a schedule for yourself. Are you going to work in the morning before your workday starts? And what does that look like? This has helped me so much, because I used to just wake up and be like, what am I going to do today? I guess I need to invite, I guess I need to do this. But I'm like, no, because then all day I'm like, well, did I do everything? So y'all might already do this. It's just a tip that's helped me to write down, like, okay, I'm going to wake up at this time, work out at this time, do this, and this, and just check it off. And I get that all done before my kids wake up, because then I can play with them and focus on them. So that's just a little tip. Also, conversations. This is something that we should be doing anyways, but it's just something that sometimes I struggle with. And I wrote like happy birthdays, thank you messages, questions about their lives. And that's just, if you don't know like how to start a conversation, go to their Facebook page. Well, first of all, look at your birthdays, make sure you're sending out everyone a happy birthday. That's just a great way to start a conversation with someone. If you have a post that people are liking, maybe you posted it before and after, send every person who liked that picture thank you, because you put yourself out there. It's vulnerable, it's scary, but it just means so much that they took the time to like the post. So make sure you're sending out those, and then just ask questions about people's lives. People love to talk about themselves. They love to, answer your questions. So maybe you see the necklace that they're wearing and you want to ask where they got it. That's a great way to strike up a conversation. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe some shoes that they're wearing. Just start looking at their page, and if you like really want to talk to that person, find something to ask them about. And don't be afraid to ask for referrals. This is a great way to meet new people. And for the longest time, I was nervous about asking someone for a referral. But if you have challengers that are loving these groups, loving Shakeology, doing the workouts, like they're going to want to share it with people. But you might have to ask them, hey, do you have anyone that might want to join with you? Like that would be so much fun. So just make sure you ask for that, because we share stuff about Amazon all the time. I post stuff all the time, but I'm not getting like money from it or anything. I just want to share because I'm excited about it. So make sure you just ask for referrals, because chances are they know someone who's complained about their weight or complained about, not being able to fit in their clothes. So that's just something that I never did for the longest time. And I just have a little bit of homework for you. So I want you all to just take a little minute to think about your why and write it down on paper. We've heard people say this before, but it really must make you emotional. Like if you're going to stick with this business, if you want to reach your goals, reach your dreams, like you have to have a why so strong that it makes you emotional. Like I want financial freedom. I want so much for my family. I want to be able to give back. I have a why that makes me so emotional when I stop and think about it. So make sure you get that on paper. It's so important. Not just think it in your head, but sit down, take some time and write it out. And then any limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, I want you to, or fears, I want you to write them down and like write down what your fear is and then spin it and write down a positive. So if it's, I'm scared to send out invites because I feel like I'm going to be salesy, write that down. And then your positive might sound like, I'm going to send this invite because it could change someone's life, or I'm going to send this invite because I know the power of these programs. And just anything that you have, you can turn it around. So just want you to think about those. And it might take some self-reflecting. You may not even know what your limiting beliefs are. And then lastly, just believe in yourself. So important to just believe in yourself. You have so much to offer people. This is a gift that we can share with people. And I just want you to have confidence in yourself and know that we can go as far as we want to in this business. And that is all I have for you, lovely people. Let me try to get back to y'all. If y'all have any questions, I'll check the chat real quick. Let's see. I don't see any questions, but y'all are welcome to ask any if you have. I thank y'all so much for jumping on. And I won't take too much of your time, but thank y'all. Y'all have a great night. And just comment if you have any questions. You can message me or anything. Alrighty. Talk to y'all later. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Keri. That was awesome.
Thank you.